Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today's November 15th, Tuesday, 6:26 right now. Market's going to open in about 4 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick. Sorry for the late start. I got locked out of my Zoom, so I had to reset everything and get everything set up, but I think we're good to go now. So just got to update this real quick and we should be good to go. All right, solid. So let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, solid. So as people make their way in, I'm going to go ahead and mark up the overall bias for today. Let me check to see if there was any news this morning. Hey, Kenny, morning. So good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, November 15th. It is 6:28 right now. Market's going to open in about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check out the news real quick, see if there's anything here that I'm missing. There's news at 5:30 and 7 o'clock. Today's a G20 meeting. So there was news at 5:30. Big spike right there. And there is news at 7 o'clock. Hey, Peter, morning. Maddie said 69 to 69 short, 68 to 69 short right before morning. Okay, cool. Good to know, Maddie. Let me check over here again. So yeah, 69% right now. Fundamentals are currently up 300 points. 69%. 300 points. I think everything's pretty much bullish, or should be. 4 hour is bullish. 1 hour is bullish. 30-minute is bullish. 15-minute is also bullish, and I'm pretty sure the 10-minute is bullish as well. So we have a very strong bullish bias today. If the breakout's a buy, it's probably going to be somewhat solid. So we'll see where that goes. Market is opening in about 15 seconds, guys. So you see a morning Stern, morning Funme, morning Maria, morning everybody. All right, market is now open, guys. So overall direction today is bullish. We'll see where price goes. If we get a strong green candle with the buy signal, that would technically be the breakout. If you get a strong red candle, that'll also be the breakout, but not really looking to take any sells today. Everything here is so bullish, right? So with that said, we'll see where price goes. Volatility is not really moving at all today. It's pretty slow at the moment. We'll see where it moves shortly. All right, so price is pushing up. We still have no buy signal though. So in order for us to get that buy entry, we need a strong green candle with a buy signal. So we'll see what happens here. If you guys took the Euro USD position I called yesterday. You can see here that it reached full TP. If my trade was still running, I'd be up 1,319 right now with a small to decent moderate lot size. So huge push right there, straight to full TP. If you guys took it, great. If not, just make sure to catch the next one. So we don't have the buy signal here, but we do have a pending buy signal on this next candle right here. As price continues to, to push up higher. So we'll see how this here closes. If the market if the candle keeps bouncing around a lot, probably just hold off on it. This also sits as a pivot scalp entry, so I'll probably take it for a partial move, not the full move, but the partial, 100 pip move there if it does push up a little bit. Just got to make sure it actually closes. That's the main thing here. And it looks like it's kind of laggy, but oh shit. It already hit my TP. So if you guys took it for so I told you I was taking it for the 100 pips because this is a pivot scalp entry. It aligns as a high-low momentum pivot scalp. So that's what I took it for. I don't know if anyone caught it. It happened really quickly. So this is the breakout. It actually hit full TP too. And I actually took it for the small move here. So if you guys caught that, that's what I said I was going to do. I was going to catch it for the full breakout, but I did catch it for a quick little 100 pips right there. So this is what I actually caught it for. I'll send my profits in right now. Looks like some of you guys here did catch it with me. So whichever one you guys decided to take, if you took the breakout to hit full TP, if you took the quick move right there, it also hit full TP as well. This is a high-low pivot scalp, so let's mark this up real quick. So this is the first one right here, the high-low momentum pivot scalp, which I took myself, and then here is for the breakout right here. TradingView is lagging a bit, guys, so just FYI. I did notice on MT4, it was like the candle was like way different, but I ended up taking it still, and it literally went straight to my TP. And this will be for the breakout. Where is this at? All right, so where's my phone at? I'm just gonna screenshot my FTMO, guys. I don't want to screenshot all my accounts. It's just too much work. You guys will see it's the same thing anyways. I noticed that I started to care too much about my profits on the other accounts. It doesn't matter. I just got to focus on winning, right? Because I would always get upset when MFF and TFF would give me different profits, but it's out of my control. So I'm just gonna focus on FTMO with my profits, and the profits will come on the other accounts. So I don't really care too much on those. I just care about FTMO. I'm not really gonna complain about those anymore because it's wasted effort. So, oh, Pat said there was sessions here. I didn't even notice there was a sessions right there. Actually, there was, yeah. So, I mean, lucky us that it went right through, but I didn't even realize my sessions were turned off. So I probably would have skipped this one actually if this happened. The candles are moving kind of weird here. My profits I locked in so far. There was some pretty big slippage there, but it worked out in my favor. So here's my main account, locked in 1,210. It's a green strip right there. Went straight to TP. This trade came up at 631. This is the breakout I was talking about. And then here's my copy risk. Some huge slippage right here. I locked in 1,910. So not bad. Great profits. Our profits. 5 sessions. Okay. Yeah, a couple red flags there that I didn't really take a look at. The Sessions is one of the big ones, but I'm glad it played out. So if you guys took the trade with me, go ahead and send in your profits. A couple of you guys here, I'll take a look right now. Just give me one moment. All right, so we got, let's see who we got over here. Kenny locking a total of 940 for the day. Nice work, Kenny. All wins, no losses. So great work right there. And then we've got Rashida over here as well. She locked in 544, all wins, no losses as well. Great work, Rashida. So great work, guys. If you guys took the trade, feel free to post up your profits. If not, it's okay. Just wait for the next one. It is on the way. So I'm still looking for a buy here. That's the main thing that I'm looking for. Looks like TradingView is, let me see if it's lagging still. It's moving a little better now. Actually, no, it is lagging a lot. Let me see if I can refresh this. You know, it's weird. This always happens during the holidays for US30. This is the same thing that was going on last year too. It is lagging behind a bit. You know, perfect opportunity to trade arbitrage, but not something I'd recommend you guys do. Yeah, the data here is just a little slower. Kind of tempted to open a currency.com account and just trade off the movements on MT4, because MT4 is like, or not MT4, but FTMO. Looks like they're ahead by like a couple of seconds. It's crazy. There's some people who actually do that. Like that's like their main hustle. They just look for trade arbitrage. They look for assets like this that kind of lag a few seconds, and then they look for some moves in between. I'm not sure, Seth. I haven't really looked at currency.com. I looked at them a long time ago, but I never actually like signed up and tried them out. But if they're US regulated, then they won't let you trade a US30. But if they're outside the US, then they probably will. So I'm not really sure if they're located in the US or not. That's the main thing. So a lot of people have the confusion about US30. You can't trade indices or CFDs in the US. They're not necessarily considered illegal, because if you're trading on a broker that's international, it's fine because you're not trading on a US broker. It's illegal for US brokers to allow it. So you have to trade the actual future. You can't trade CFDs. Yeah. Seth said outside US will not let us sign up. Yeah, and I agree. I mean, that's the thing that sucks, because they can't allow you to trade US30. That's why you have to use an unregulated broker to trade US30. You can always trade the future, which is the same thing. You know, if you mirror this with YM, it's the same thing. It's just like if you were to put this side by side with the other broker, which is or not other broker, but other asset, it's YM. Why is it different? It's weird. Oh, because why is it super behind? Oh, it's delayed. Okay, so this data here is delayed. This is where it was right here. You have to have the actual YM, like a broker that has it to run it. It's delayed by a bit, so I don't have the actual data here. Yeah, everything here is delayed. It's delayed by 10 minutes. You got to buy the actual data to run it. So this here is the same asset. If you want to trade the future, this is the future data. And if you're using a broker in the US, that's what you have to trade. You trade YM. YM or MYM. Yes, unfortunately, we can't arbitrage on this, Seth. That would be nice though, right? If you had like a 10-second head start. Kenny said, hey, Sean, why is my MT4 not lining up the FTMO? It's been like this for like the past couple months, Kenny. It's just lag. It's lagging data. Seth said I'd be the most profitable man in the world. I know, right? Yeah, it's only delayed by like a few seconds. I mean, it is kind of off, but it's not like an extreme amount. It is a little off though. Yeah, John says TradeStation allows you to trade the future. Yeah, that's one of the main brokers that I recommend. If you guys do want to trade the future, it's TradeStation. Main reason I recommend it is because you can trade directly on TradingView. I mean, obviously, if you want to trade on a different broker, you can. You can use something like TD Ameritrade, but TradeStation is like the most ideal because you trade directly on TradingView. Now, if they would allow for copiers, I'd be on there, but they don't. So until I can find an alternative for my copiers, I got to keep using MC4, which is not horrible. I mean, it could be better, but it isn't horrible. So looking over at MC4 and TradingView, it is still lagging pretty bad, guys. So just I want to give you guys a heads up on this. You know, if anything, we might have to just switch brokers at some point because currency.com just hasn't been very. The only problem with it is that I've done all my testing on currency.com. So you can see right here how we have a sell signal. If you look on Black Bull over here, I'm just going to use two different charts. So here's the thing that kind of like makes me not want to use a different broker, because if you look at Black Bull over here, the signals don't match. Right? We have a sell signal here. There's no sell signal over here for Black Bull. Also, the buy signals are in different places. So I probably wouldn't use Black Bull. Capital.com, this one is let me see if this is working better. No, this one's just as laggy. The signals here are actually better. These align with currency.com, but it's still laggy. It's just in general, it's laggy. So it doesn't make a difference whether we're trading on currency.com or Black Bull. So Black Bull is probably out of the question too. Capital.com, or was this this was capital.com. Pepperstone. Pepperstone here also doesn't have the sell signal right there. Sell signal right here. There's nothing right here. So I don't think we could use Pepperstone. Let's check ACAP. ACAP looks like it might be usable. Let me just check to see if it's laggy. ACAP looks the same as currency.com. Looks pretty similar. Let's see, TradingView. Unless currency.com is caught up by now. So let's see where this is going. Look very similar. No, this is laggy too. ECAP's not good. I mean, it's not that it's not good. It's just the same. A global prime over here. This is what Patricia uses. Global prime's laggy too. Let me see. I mean, they're all laggy. I'm gonna leave global prime up and I'm gonna see how accurate it is. If it's a little better, then but here's a problem. The signals aren't lining up, right? So global prime over here, you can see how this signal over here is down here after the low. There's not even a low here. I mean, a high. So there's a high low. high, low, high over here, and there's only a high and a low here. So you can see how more accurate currency.com is with their data. You can see there's no noise here, right? There's obviously no high low here, but right here you can see there's an extra high low that comes up. So there's more noise on a global prime compared to currency.com, because right here we have a buy signal that comes up earlier. This one comes up way too late. Like the buy signal comes up after the push up has already finished. So if you took this trade right here, you would have lost your trade on global prime. The same trade that we took here on TradingView. Sell signal came up right here. Global prime's a little too late. So you would have gotten the sell signal right here. You would have gotten on global prime like maybe 5 candles after. So unfortunately, I think I have to stick with currency.com, guys. So this is the same testing I did before when I first started trading US30. I try to figure out which one had the best results from applying the strategies. Currency.com was always the best one because there was less noise here. So unfortunately, it looks like I got to stick with currency.com. It's not a huge difference though. If you look at these two side by side, I mean, yeah, it's a little laggy, but it's only laggy by like maybe a split second. So until something better comes along, I'm going to stick with currency.com. Global prime looked like it could be a good candidate, but it just wasn't. It didn't line up properly with the signals, which is going to be our main thing because that's where our strategies are based off, right? For the high level momentum pivot scalp, we're basing it off momentum. So we need to have accurate momentum signals. So if you guys want to use whatever broker you guys want to use for data, feel free. If you don't use the momentum signals, then it's not a big deal because you're not looking at that, but I'm using it. So I have to have the most accurate data for the specific strategy that I'm applying. All right, so there's no entries for us to take right here, guys. Price is pushing below. If price stays below here, then we're going to start looking for some sells. So what we're looking for here is price to come down, retrace, continue down. If this is the case, we'll look for sells here. When we get that little inconsistency in the market around this area, then we'll hop in for our sell, ride this thing down further. However, if price pushes up, then we'll do the opposite. Price pushes to the upside, retrace, continue up higher. At that point, hop into our buy right here and then ride this up. So it's got to wait and see where price goes. We don't really have a strong direction set yet. So like one or the other is what we'll be looking for. We have news coming up at 7 o'clock. It's going to be in about 12 minutes. So we'll see how this plays out. Patrick's asking, Sean, you still running 200 pip stop loss on 1 minute entries? No, I'm back to 300, Patrick. The volatility is too high, so I can't leave it at 200. If it's at 200, sometimes you get like really too close to your stop loss, and then you end up getting triggered before I hit your TP. So I'm back to 300, at least for now, Patrick. And, until we figure things out and things start to slow down a bit as we get closer to the holidays, then possibly, but not at the moment. I'm just using the 300. So here's the requirements for the high-low pivot scalp. If you guys didn't sit in on the mentoring session yesterday, I do recommend you go back and watch it. I'm going to try to base all of our entries off the high-low momentum. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be revamping the course. It should be, hopefully it'll be done by the end of the year. I'm going to be focused on mainly one strategy and a few variations to it. So basically the high-low momentum, which is the entry that I called for here. This does align with the intraday entry and a pivot scalp. So you can see from here, this is a high-low momentum. There's a zone right here, buy signal pushed away from it, full TP. So I'm going to be focusing on teaching this on the revamp of the course, just so that you guys have one strategy to follow, one strategy to master, instead of like, all the other strategies that I have to offer. If you guys want to follow them, the other strategies will still be available, but the main focus would be this high-level momentum, because this can be applied on the 1 hour, it can be applied on the 4 hour, it can be applied on the 1 minute, 10 minute, whatever you want to trade it on. It's not a very difficult strategy to follow, and it's very accurate. So Certain to BTO, yeah, it went back to open right here, bounced directly off it. So we didn't have this push down here. And then here goes, price pushes back up. Talanji said the 3-minute daily had hit TP. 3-minute daily was Yeah, I think the daily over here actually hit stop loss Longy. Because I think it was this one right here. Yeah, 3 minute is like I don't like this time frame at all. I used to like it before for like other entries, but not for the daily entry because it's just too small of an entry point. Gotcha. Yeah, because this candle here is too big. So like the thing with this here is, and this is something that I don't really mention to you guys too much, but whenever you see a big candle like this, it's due for retracement, right? So for example, price pushed up right here, retracement, pushed up right here, due for retracement as well. So I typically don't like chasing big candles like that. Even this one right here, right? So I can mark up all the candles here where they're too big, due for retracement. Candles too big, retracement. Candles too big, retracement again right here. Candles again too big, and retracement. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't really mention it too much, but it's something that you guys should look at whenever you see a huge move like that. Let's see. There is a live event right now. It says households hearing to examine international and domestic threats to the homeland. Thanks for the link, Peter. All these ads and stuff. Fundamentals are still up 300 points. Sentiment is at 68%. So I'll just change that. It's down by 1 percentage point. Not a lot. But I'm still expecting price to maybe swing back up eventually. So this right here didn't play out. Now we got to wait for this to possibly play out. It's pretty much just bouncing between open price and sessions right here. I think this will probably bounce because you can see right here that it's tested it twice. It's like two pretty big tests right here. So it might be due for a bounce back up. Yeah, we'll see. So basically a double bottom right here. Kind of similar to what happened over here. Double bottom, bounce right back up. Let's see, set a high low, quick scalp pending on the 15-minute. Yeah, no, on this one right here. I'm not taking it, but if you guys are taking it, I don't even know what TP stop loss would be, like 300 pips or something, maybe even less. Actually, there's a pending sell signal right here, so this might be a little risky. All right, so here goes. Price continues to retest the opening price. So this here might be a triple bottom, actually. But yeah, as Seth mentioned, we do have news coming up, so he could see manipulation to the downside first. Yeah, no, same here. We got news coming up right here in about 5 minutes, guys. We're looking for a direction to be set. There's no direction to set yet. It's kind of just going sideways. Let me go here to the clean chart. And I'll mark up the high low so that you guys can see market structure. It might be a bit hard for you guys to just eyeball it, but if you draw the high lows on the chart, this gives you a better idea as to where price is going. So you can see there's a lot of liquidity sitting down here at the bottom. Price is kind of just bouncing back and forth. It's in a big range right now. So this isn't necessarily bad because it's in a big range. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, price is just ranging. It's in a big range. It's not like consolidating. If it's consolidating in a tight range, then yeah, that's where it becomes bad because you get stuck in this little area. But price is actually moving. So it isn't a big range, but it is bouncing around. So you can see the triple bottom right here established. Test here, and test here. Basically 2 tests. One right here. And then one right here. So basically a triple bottom right there. Price bounced off it, now it's pushing back up. Yeah, Maddie said just being patient and sitting. Same here, Maddie. There's no point in enforcing anything right now. Just gotta wait. Here goes, price pushes up. See, this would have been a good buy entry if it closed up here. So the thing with this is we needed to close above here, which is fine. We got news coming up right now in about 3 minutes. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a bigger push up. Push up, retrace, continue. It's basically what I'm looking for. Get something like this. Hop in on the retracement. Continue push up to the upside. See, there's movement in the market. It's just blocky movement. So we do have decent movement. Price pushed up like 800 pips. So it's not like it's not moving. It is moving. It's just not good movement. It's just regular movement. So let's see if there's anything else here. Let's look at, it's about to be 7 o'clock. Let me check Forex pairs real quick, see if there's any other entries here that we could possibly take. It's a good thing we didn't take that AUD-JPY yesterday, Maddie. I was showing Maddie this AUD-JPY position. It looked like it could have been okay, but AUD-JPY has been kind of screwing around this week. We took this trade on Sunday. It didn't work out. Again, right here, I'm glad I didn't take it last night because it didn't work out again. AUD-NZD over here actually played out. So this trade over here played out solid. Would have been a good entry, but it's okay. We have the opportunity to take it. AUD-USD, CAD-JPY, CHF-JPY, Euro-AUD. This one's too, Maddie. I showed you this one yesterday. This one would have been a full TP. So there was a couple good entries yesterday. It was just the market's been kind of iffy this week for Forex. Last week was a lot better. And the week before that, it's just see EJ over here too. All the JPY pairs kind of screwed up because there was news this morning. So the news from this morning at 5:30 kind of just pushed price one way or the other. That news from this morning was inflation news. Inflation wasn't good. Per usual. I'm already out of this position, but leave it there for now. GA, Maddie actually came up with this one yesterday. He showed me this one. Not this one, but on the 4-hour, I think that one did hit TP. Yeah, so I don't really see too much. For this week, I'm up overall. So NZD USD too, Maddie. This one right here hit too. So there was a couple of good trades that hit. The USD pairs did hit pretty solid. Other pairs not so much. I'm up overall for this week. I took a loss on Sunday for odd JPY. That was Sunday though, so I took a 1% risk, very small risk. And then I won my Euro USD yesterday for 3%. So I'm actually up 2% right now for Forex. For US30, I'm up. I had 2 or 3. How many wins did I have yesterday? I had 2 wins yesterday and then have 1 win today. So I'm up, about 2%. So I'm up 2% Forex, 2% US30. And it's a pretty good week so far. Here we go. Price pushes up, it's starting to retrace a little bit. I'll mark up news price right here. So I think for the most part, when I start calculating profits, I might just go off percentage points, guys, because it's hard for me to go off pips, especially for Forex, because we're not counting pips, we're counting wins, right? So if you win more, you're going to have, at least 1 to 3% per win. If you lose, same thing. The pips don't matter. If you're going for a 100 pip move, 1,000 pip move, 500 pip move, doesn't matter because you're still risking the same percentage. So for Forex, I'm going to be measuring it by percentage gain, percentage loss, and then for US30, about the same, because it just doesn't make sense for me to count by pips, because you just got to go off percentage points. If you trade off percentage and you don't focus on the pips, you don't focus on the profits, you're better off because you're not going to get greedy, because each trade is going to be worth about the same amount. So you're not going to be focused on, okay, I need to make 500 pips or I got to make 5,000 pips, right? You're just like, okay, I got to make 5 wins or, I got to make 10 wins at 1% to pass my FTMO or something like that. It just makes more sense that way. Because we can't have like 500, like for example, AJ, we can't have this for 70 pips, right? And then we have this for like 70 points, which is equal to 700 pips. We're not going to get 700 pip wins for US30, right? Because we're going for 100 pips, we're going for these smaller moves. So pip count is not really going to be too useful. And I'll break it down for you guys. So for example, if you're like on a 200K account like myself, so 200K account, right? And then I said I was up 2%. So I'm up like 4,000, right? That's how much I'd be up. Same with for Forex. So for Forex, I'm trading on a $10,000 account. My personal account, I'm up 2%. I'm up 200. So see how that makes sense? It's going to vary by account size. So like the profit number is not going to really make sense, or the pips aren't going to make sense, but percentage gain will make sense. All right, still nothing here for US30, guys. I'm still looking for a possible entry, but there's nothing for us to take right now. We need a retracement to happen, so we need a sell signal to close out, and then once it closes out, we'll take a buy as price continues to push back up higher. I actually want this to push up a little higher so that we have some more space in between before, price comes back down. Some profits right here from Seth. Seth just posted his profits. He's up 8,172 for the day. Nice work, Seth. So great work right there. Sisuk over here, no profits from Sisuk just yet. Let's see, Kenny over here. Nice work, Kenny. So Kenny over here is still active on his FTMO account. He's made it back to break even, it looks like. So you got about, you still got a lot of time here, Kenny. If you want to keep trading it, I'd probably just keep trading it because you're at 17 days, right? Or actually, I don't know when it started. When does your account reset, Kenny? Because if it resets soon, then just wait for the reset. I just see 17 days here. I'm not sure how many days you're actually in the challenge. So if you're almost there, then I would just let it reset. But if you have a lot of time, you can. Oh, okay, gotcha. So Kenny said it resets today. Okay, no, yeah, definitely just sit on that. And great work, Kenny, on the recovery. So Kenny looks like he had a couple accidents here and there, but he made it right back. Now he's back into profit and he's going to get a free reset. So great work right there, Kenny. Nice recovery. Seth over here with some more profits. He's currently up 21,076 for the day. Nice work, Seth. 21,000 right there. And then we got Patricia over here. She said done for the day, currently up 3,415 for the day, all wins and no losses. Nice work, Patricia. Nice. Maddie actually took a quick scalp over here. He said quick scalp, full TP, dropping his lot size for today. Yeah, not bad. Looks like you took it off this one right here, right, Maddie? Nice. Yeah, Seth said he saw the quick scalp on the 1 minute, but didn't take it. Yeah, no, great job, Maddie. I was looking at it, but I just didn't like how I was getting close to the sessions over here. You know, I think when price comes down to the sessions, it's actually one of the better times to take a quick scalp. Like, for example, right here, when price comes down to the sessions, you take that for a quick scalp, you're like automatic TP. But only on the first test, like not on like, you know, the 6th or 7th test. When it touches it one time, you take that for a quick scalp, looks like it'll hit. I'm not taking it, but I'm just showing you guys. This here would not be a quick scalp because we have a sell signal now. But basically, for example, here, so we had a buy signal, right? Price pushed up, price came back down, it touched the sessions right here. Easy quick scalp right there. Again, price came above it, tested it. Easy 100 pips right there too. All right, so we don't really have much direction here. As you guys can see, price is just going back and forth. There's not really much direction at all. It's probably as soon as, you know, the pivot starts to shift to the upside, it comes right back down. As soon as price starts to shift to the downside here, it's going to swing right back up. It's kind of pointless. Kenny said, yeah, that's me coming back from 3,400 plus of him being negative to being positive. Yeah, no, and that's key, Kenny. So the thing with your recovery, Kenny, you know, using that information and your ability, because you recovered from 3,000 in drawdown, right? Just think about you going back to new count and actually making 3,000 in profit, right? If you've done it once, you can do it again. So what I'd recommend is, you know, just be smart about it the next time around. I know it's been a couple times around, but you're getting better, right? The main thing is that you have hope because you know that it's possible. A lot of people, they'll take these challenges and they'll just keep losing, right? And they don't really learn anything from it. The thing with Kenny over here is he was in drawdown like 4,800 right here. He actually made it right back. So just using this for example, Kenny, if this was actual profit, then you'd be halfway to your goal, right? So just use that as a lesson moving forward. Avoid the same mistakes you made to get to this negative and use that to get to the positive. So it's all right. You got time. Maddie over here currently up 330 for the day. Nice work, Maddie. So solid profit right there. Cameron over here as well. Currently up 3,026 for the day. Nice work, Cameron. One loss right there, but you recovered on the next trade. Nice recovery and some wins to top it off. So solid profits right here. Let's see. Maddie said he's up 8% or 6% for the week. He's going to take it easy for the rest of the week. Yeah. That's smart, Maddie. Unless you see something really good, then, you know, just take it easy. If you got to lower your lot size, lower your lot size. If not, you know, just wait for those quality entries. Yeah, Maddie said he's being super selective, which is a good thing. You should be super selective. All right, so price again is now below. So with the price being below like this, we're now looking for sells. We were looking for buys earlier, now we're looking for sells. I know overall bias here is bullish, so I don't really want to look for sells, but if I see something down here, then I'll take it, obviously. So for example, if this happens right here where price drops, retraces and continues, at this point when price retraces like this, then, you know, I'll enter a trade right there. This is where I would take my sell. So see where this goes. Let's see, Patrick said possible SR. Yeah, it's right at the opening price though, so unfortunately we probably have to hold off on that. But I do see it, Patrick. So good call on that SR. Yeah, it's right at opening price though, which is not the best. I was gonna see if there's any other SR entries over here, but I don't really see anything. Actually, this one right here was an SR too, or candle on top is too big, or the wick on top is too big. Some SR entries right here. Yeah, it was right at opening price, but that would have been good, Pat, if it did fit criteria. Yeah, Pat said more inclined to wait for the break and close below this triple bottom, then push back up to retest the zone anyways. Yeah, no, same here. That's exactly what I'd be looking for. It actually lined up with what I drew earlier, right, Pat? So this is what I drew earlier. Retest, break, retest, and continuation. So yeah, it lines up. Your same analysis lines up with mine. Looking for that right there. Make it true. But we'll see. I'm more so looking for the high-low momentum pivot scalp, but if I see something else, then possibly. I just got to see how it's moving. Got to make sure it's not going sideways. It's actually going directional. Yeah, Maddie said sentiments in 69 short all week. Long-term holders are praying this comes all the way back down. Yeah, no, I agree with you too, Maddie. It's building liquidity on the top side. Yeah, so here's a clean chart. You can see that price hasn't really gone anywhere. I drew this range like an hour ago, or almost an hour ago. The price has been ranging since 5:35. So for the past 2 hours, price has just been going in a big range right here. You can see price attempted to kind of break below, but it didn't have much luck. It tested it, but it didn't actually close below it. Bounced right back up, and then here we go with the sideways move. Possible SR rejection scalp over here, but it looks like price is kind of going sideways, so it's not really. I'm not going to take it. I'll watch it and we'll follow it. So this would possibly be an SR rejection scalp. You got to make sure that this candle here is a moderate red candle though. So the bottom wick can't be bigger than the body. And it doesn't look like it's going to close like one, kind of going back and forth. Actually, it might be. No, it's too iffy of a candle. Yeah, definitely did not fit criteria. In order for it to be a moderate candle, this wick on the bottom needs to be smaller than the body. It looks like it's kind of about the same size. So it's going to be a no for us here. It's like volatility starting to die down a little bit. 7:14 right now, so we still have a lot of time. Just got to wait and see if this is another one right here. So this next candle right here could possibly close as a moderate red candle. If it does, then possible entry. If not, then waiting game continues. Nope. So no moderate red candle off this right here. It's still a green candle. All right. So it looks like price might be going into consolidation here. There's not really much movement. Price kind of just established. This area right here is a sideways move. Yeah, it's looking iffy. I agree with you too, Maddie. Maddie said this area is looking iffy. Yeah, it's just there's not much going on right here. These candles are so small, volatility's died down completely. So we went from moving like 800 pips right here, or 400 pips, to like now 150 pips. So be careful for any entries right here, guys. If you guys are looking to make any entries at this point, I don't think this is a good area to trade. Volatility is super low. It's going into some consolidation. Let's try to opening price too. So this blue line right here is opening price. I want to be careful. Price is rejecting off it. It's an area of manipulation. Let's see, Medusa pending high-low reversal in 10-minute if price pushes up. Yeah, no, you're right, Medu. So good heads up right there. If you guys remember the high-low momentum, or the high-low reversal, if you guys sat in on the mentoring session yesterday, I also covered this. This is one that Medu's been looking at. He's been catching them and identifying them. They've been hitting pretty hard. So basically for this right here, you're looking for a high with the green candle, looking for a low with the green candle. This is a reversal pattern. You see this play out straight to the moon right there. Full TP, no drawdown. Right, Medu's identifying it again. So he's identified it right here. We have a high with the green candle. Another high, low with the green candle right here. If this closes proper, what happens from that point? Another push to the upside. It's got to close green though. So this has about 2 minutes left on it. If this is the case right here, Medu's right, then this is going to be the correction that we were waiting for. So if that's the case, then yeah, price might just shoot right back up from here. But at the moment, we don't have that. So it's got to wait for it. Yeah, it's right between the sessions right here too on the 10-minute. Yeah. No, it's on opening price right now too, Maddie, because it's right here on it's opening price on the 1 minute as well. So if it's here on the 1 minute, it's definitely on the 10-minute too. So we'll see where this goes. We had a buy signal right there, not one that we can take because price is not in a uptrend just yet. Maybe later, but not just yet. So if this closes right here, this will be your setup, Medu. I'm not going to take this trade here, guys. We'll use this as a confluence. We'll just use it to identify possible reversal here. This is 250 pips, Rashida, for this 10-minute. I'm not going to take it though. If you guys want to take it, feel free. You might want to have a wider stop loss though, because stop loss is pretty tight for the 10-minute. 10 minutes a bigger candle, so get a bigger push. I mean, who knows? So for this one over here, there's the same type of entry. Stop loss was also super tight. It's 150 pips. I mean, you can do this for like a 1 to 3, 1 to 2, 1 to 1, just depends. So we'll have to see how this here closes. This is an iffy candle. It's not like a for sure green or a for sure red. It's kind of right down the middle like a doji. So I don't really want to mess with it if it's a doji like that. Got about 30 seconds left on it. It's coming down. This can easily just shoot right back up in the last 10 seconds. These are like the worst candles to trade because they're super tricky. I think it'll close red. There's not enough time for it to swing back up. Yeah, it's closing red. So unfortunately, no entry here, Medu. Off your sell. That'd have been good though. Yeah, the drop down is going to continue for a bit, it looks like. So now you can look for the opposite, Medu. Like now that you got the low over here, you can wait for this to be, so you have this as red. If price swings back up and then you get a red high, then there goes your high-low reversal for the downside, right? So price will drop, retrace, identify as red, come back down, and then you have the same entry, but in the opposite direction. So we'll keep a look at it. And thanks for the heads up, Medu. This is key here that you guys are really helping with the analysis so that we have confluences to look at. So, props to everyone here giving us the heads up with these entries. There was a possible SR rejection scalp here, but the wick on bottom was a little too big. So you can see the wick on the bottom right here. It's a little too big. You want it to be moderate. So it's not huge, but I think it's too big for us to take entry there. It's also touching opening price. So actually not a good entry at all, even though it would have hit TP. Yeah, if opening price wasn't right there, then this would be a decent entry. Not amazing, not great, but a decent entry. But you can see the open price right there. Definitely not a good trade to take. Yeah, exactly. Patrick said just missed that 1 minute SR. Wick looks long, but the smaller than the body. Yeah, exactly. The other red flag here, Pat, would be the opening price. So yeah, it would be a good entry, but still considered a bit risky. All right, so I don't think there's anything else for us to take right now. It's 7:21 right now. I'm hoping to catch, maybe at least one more entry here. I'll leave the zone there. Zone's not a big deal. So main thing that I'll be waiting for here would be possible retracement with a buy signal and continuation back down. If we get that, we can take that for a quick high-low momentum pivot scalp. But just gotta wait for it. Yeah, Patrick said, yeah, I keep missing that open price because it's hiding under the zone line. I had to move it, make it bigger so it doesn't catch me. Yeah, if you can't see it right there, or if you want to put on your chart, Patrick, you can just, so guys, if you guys put your horizontal lines on the chart and you guys can't see them, just double click on it, click on this line button right here, and then you can make the line thicker. Like that. I would do that, but I'm just, I'm kind of OCD. I don't like big lines like that on the chart because it kind of gets in the way of the candle. All right, we get the Asia high right here. Maddie said there's a 5-minute demand at the Asia high. Yeah, I can see that right there too, Maddie. So I know this isn't the same way you identify supply and demand, but I kind of marked it up right there too. I mean, you could probably mark on both these high lows if you wanted to. It's probably lines with yours, right, Maddie? Yeah, because there's I guess we consider this supply, consider this demand, right? So demand zone, demand turns into supply, it's the same thing. I mean, it's not the same thing, but technically, because you can see right here, this big push happened right after this low. Here we go. Price is right back above opening price. All right, so I want this buy signal here to close. This is the pattern that I want to play out. I want the buy signal here to close, push up, retrace, continue up higher, and then we make our entry somewhere around the middle point. Basically what I'm looking for right now. See, Maddie said, yeah, it definitely dropped lower than faked out. Can see it eventually take out liquidity. Yeah, So my long-term direction is going to be bullish. Obviously, everything here is bullish, right? So this is why I'm expecting this to push back up. I think this drop right here is just a fake out. It's temporary. It's basically just alluring some more sellers. You guys can see over here from the sentiment, it's kind of changing a little bit, but not a crazy amount. Yeah, not really too much at all right here. Let's see, Medu said both the 3-minute and 5-minute closed and pushed for at least 200 pips. So let's take a look at that real quick. Medu mentioned the 3-minute over here. Oh yeah, so the entry, so this is a strategy that Medu was looking at, the same strategy that we were just looking at. So we had a high here at the green candle, low at the green candle. This is the entry that Medu was kind of identifying earlier. The entry would have been right here. You don't need a momentum signal. So momentum isn't necessary for this strategy. Yeah, no, this lined up perfect. So you could have actually caught this for 460 pips, full move, full TP. So if you guys want to learn the strategy, I pretty much taught this in detail in the last mentoring session yesterday. So if you guys want to rewatch yesterday's mentoring session, the strategy was covered if you guys want to take a look at it. I mean, I think it's a pretty decent strategy. It's just that you probably need to apply it on the higher timeframes because the high lows get, you know, they're not established as often on the shorter timeframes. But this did play pretty well right here. He also mentioned the 5-minute too. Yeah, the 5-minute over here actually closed. So there's a high here at the green candle. Low here at the green candle. This one's actually still running. It's just right at the sessions though, so it's a little bit risky, but it is technically still running for 710 pips. Right there. Another one right here, building on the 10-minute, high with the green candle, low with the green candle. If this closes, this might even be the daily entry for today. So as you guys can see, when I have ideas and I have strategies, I share them with you guys. I never hide my strategies from you guys because this is beneficial for all of us, right? It always, well, I mean, I guess it doesn't blow my mind that I could see why people don't want to share the strategies. The thing with me is when I get ideas, I share them with you guys because it's beneficial for all of us. I'll show you guys my ideas and then you guys can work with them. And then if you guys see them, you know, if you guys find success with them, then you can help me make them better. So it's all trial and error here. You know, I have a lot of ideas. The thing with me is I've been trading for so long that I see these patterns all the time. Like I didn't really anticipate. I was trying to look for like when price would reverse, and I started to notice that, you know, these high lows do mean something. If there's a way that you can tie with momentum, you know, even better. Like for example, here we have these this buy entry coming up. There's a penny momentum for a buy. So if you're to get an entry like that, you know, you can expect pretty nice movement because you got that momentum coming after. So yeah, Maddie said it's basically how we made the variations. Yeah, that's exactly how it was. You know, I was looking for reversals and then I started to identify the reversal patterns and that's how we came up with the variation. Yeah, Maddie said, I remember when I was taking the V1 with Wix and banking. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, the double wick rejection was like key. Double wick rejection, double body. You can still use those as confluences. All right, so this is the entry right here for the 10-minute. It's running. I'm not taking the trade, but you can follow it. So you got that running on the 10, you got the 5-minute running over here, you got the 3-minute already hit TP. Back on the 1-minute over here, we haven't had this hit to the upside. It's still at the session, so it's not a good area for us to make entry. But if price breaks above it and it continues up higher, you know, possible entry. Kenny said, hey, Sean, my next free entry or my next free retry will be my 6th try. Yeah, no, you got this, Kenny. Is this your 6th retry? Like, you just keep getting free retries every month, Kenny? Because if that's the case, your resilience is crazy. If you've done 6 retries and you've just been like keeping at it, I mean, this might be your final try, right? This might be your time to actually hit it. Because I know you're learning every time you retry, but it's crazy. 6 retries. The key thing here is that I think you're starting to really understand it. You're just still making the same mistakes. So I think your key goal this time is to keep doing what you're doing, but avoid the mistakes. Like, try to avoid the mistakes as much as possible, because you're doing well. I mean, if you're getting these free retries. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So you're almost there, Kenny. You know, you're almost at the finish line. You gotta try your hardest not to make the same mistakes you made on the previous attempts. And I know you can do it. It's just avoiding all the noise. And maybe posting up your profits, you know, even if you have losses. I think that's the key thing. If you guys post up because you know, you see a lot of people post up profits, but you don't really see people post up losses too much. If you want to be completely transparent, not just with everybody else, but with yourself, you just got to keep yourself in check, right? If you have a bad day, you gotta own up to it, and then stop trading. I think that's the main thing. Don't revenge trade. Thanks, Kenny, for the news update right here. Kenny said, House Democrats hold news conference. So they're going to host the news conference since they just won the House, I believe. So thanks for this right here. Probably going to address it. So we'll see where that goes. Thanks for the link right here, Kenny. I feel like this video has been playing ads for like the past hour now. All right, so the House is holding a hearing, and then we have the Democrats holding a hearing over here as well. Or not a hearing, but they're going to speak. So here's the setup that I was looking for, but it's right at the sessions. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for to take. Unfortunately, we can't take this trade here for high level momentum pivot scalp because it's like literally at the sessions and news price. So this is the setup that I was looking for. You can see right here where I drew it up. I was waiting for price to push up, retrace, and push up higher. It happened, but it happened a little too low right here. Price pushed up, retraced, and got a little higher, but it's like literally at the sessions right here. Okay, so we actually might be able to take an entry here. We have the buy signal right here coming up. The key thing here, guys, is that you have to wait for it to actually close, right? That's the main thing that you guys have to look out for. So actually wait for the candle to close. You don't want to get faked out here. Got about 30 seconds left. You know, if you got to enter the trade late, just make sure you exit on time. Not exactly the time to get greedy here. Got about 15 seconds left. Five seconds. Does not look like the candle is going to close green. Fortunately, no entry there. This is not even a high level momentum, Maddie. I just realized it's a pivot scalp, but not a high level momentum. It's not even rejecting off the low right here. So no entry there. See this? We're getting FOMO. So the FOMO is starting to kick in right here. You can see that we were looking for this to, we were looking for a pivot scalp here, but this didn't actually meet the criteria for a high level momentum because it didn't actually reject off it. So here we go. As price comes back and retest the sessions right there. Yeah, as you can see, it's not a good entry at all. Let's see, Medusa, you took the reversal on the 1 minute for 150 pips. Nice work, Medu. Yeah, Maddie said the reversals seem efficient and consistent. Yeah, I mean, they do work. So there was one right here. We had the high, green candle, low at the green candle. The only problem is that it was right at the session. So if it wasn't at the session, it would have been a better entry. But I mean, either or, it still hit full TP right there. Yeah, Maddie said it lines up with the high low, with the high quick scalp a lot as well. Yeah, no, I can see that too. Nice, cool. Yeah, so Medu said he put a trailing stop to protect the position. Yeah, no, smart move. So the 10-minute here is still running. 5 minutes still running. 3 minutes still running. Oh no, it's done. This is done. The main problem with this high-low reversal is that I would see trades overlap sometimes. So that's like one of the main things that kind of made me worry. Sorry, the odd. Kind of getting bored of this market. But yeah, so with the high-low reversal, the thing that I was kind of worried about is sometimes when the market's going sideways, and then you get trades that overlap. I mean, most of the time they do work. So for example, right here, I'm just going to show you this as a sell. So right here, you have a low with a red candle. You have a high with a red candle. Short position right there. It's right there for about 300 pips. Trade runs, comes down, full TP. But sometimes, like when the market is ranging, you're going to get a lot of overlapping trades, which kind of screws with your thought process because you don't know which one to take, right? You're not sure which one to keep, which one to let go of. There's another one right here, low with the red candle, high with the red candle, and another full TP. Another full TP right there, 100 pips. It's just not a good area. I mean, I'm looking for entries here, but it's right in between the sessions right here. So it's right next to the London high. It's right next to the opening price. So it's kind of just going back and forth. Let me go over here to the clean chart. You can see from the clean chart here, nothing's really happened. The same range that it's been in for the past, hour, 2 hours, it's still in it. Price has been in this range since about 5:30. Gotten a couple of fake outs, but not very much, right? So we got a fake out up here, fake out down here, and it's just right back into the range. Fake out, range, fake out, range. All right, so there's like literally nothing going on. The candles right here are kind of dead too. They're not really moving too much. It's moving about 170 pips. I mean, it's not dead, but it is pretty dead compared to what we're looking for. We're looking for like 300 pip moves per candle. So there's at least some sort of direction. It's not too much here though. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. It's 7:40 right now. It's getting close to 8, about 20 minutes till 8. I'm still looking for an entry, but there's nothing for us to take at the moment. Let's see, Medu said high-low momentum entry on 10-minute if a buy signal closes, right? Let me check. Yes, that is correct. So it'll align with the high-low reversal. So yeah, if the buy signal does close there, that might be the swing back to the upside. Yeah, exactly right, Maddie. It's really what it is. But yeah, Madhu. So this right here would be the zone right here, be considered demand. If it does close with the buy signal, because this could be the initial start of a push to the upside. I mean, you can just watch it. If that's the case, that's going to be the daily entry too. So if that's the case, I think it's for sure going to hit. So it'll probably push up even higher to reach the 150 points to blast through this and continue even higher to the daily entry. All right, some more profits here from Seth. Seth's currently up 28,508 for the day. Nice work, Seth. Little loss right there, but you recovered on the next trades. Yeah, big recovery right here. Like literally the trade right after. Oh, this trade was from last night, it looks like. So it's all good. But you're still up 28K, so that's key. All right, so there goes that buy signal that you were looking for, Madhu. Yeah, beer. Seth said, had a bit too much beer last night. Yeah, that's why I can't trade during Asia. It's too many distractions. At least not US30. Forex is easier because you can just let it run. So there goes your buy signal right there, Madhu. If that closes, this will technically be the daily entry. This will be aligned with your 10-minute high-low reversal. It's also going to be a high-low momentum as well. Right here on the 1 minute, this would have been a good entry too, but it's right at the session. So unfortunately, no entry for us there. This one here is as well not a good entry because it's still at the sessions. Here's a clean chart, price still going sideways. 3 minute, nothing there. 5 minute, still running. I'm not going to FOMO into these trades though. I'm just going to let them run. Still 6 minutes left on this 10-minute candle, so it's still got a long way to go. What I'll be looking for here is I'm looking for the entry on the 1 minute. So I wanted to push up higher, retrace, continue up higher from there. Yeah, and Solange said also a snipe. Yeah, you're right, Solange. So this here is a really good entry actually on the 10. Because there's actually a snipe entry right here too. So price is rejecting off the pivot, it's rejecting off the structure. We have a buy signal, trend meter is green. I think this will definitely push up and it'll be a good entry to take. Yeah, no, I think this will push up. I'll use this as a confluence on the 1 minute. This right here would have been a good high-low momentum pivot scalp, but it is right at the session. So unfortunately, this doesn't meet criteria. Could have, but didn't. It's right at the sessions. Yeah, would have been good. The sessions weren't there. Candle's also too big, so it's due for retracement. It's probably going to come back down, retest, and then push back up higher from there. All right, the 5 minute is running up higher right here. It's almost to its full TP. It's still not there yet. I'll set an alert right here so that we can just be alerted when it happens. Come back and take a look at it. Because I don't really look at the 5 minute. 5 minute high-low reversal TP. So we'll come back to that when it hits. The 10 minute here is still pending, has about 4 minutes left on the candle. Here we go, as price starts to come right back up. on the 1 minute. I was kind of tempted to come in for a late entry, but I'm not going to do it because it looks like right here, it kind of retraced back pretty hard. So entry technically happened like right there. Looks like the 5 minute hit CP or almost. Yeah, it did. Just didn't set off the alarm there. So high low reversal here did hit TP. 10 minute there is still running. Yeah, Maddie said gonna wait for those to close and look for 1 minute entries. Same here. Doing the same thing, Maddie. It's just not in a good area because there's the sessions right here. So price keeps getting pulled back to it. Price will push away, pull back for the retest, push away, pull back for the retest, etc. And there he goes. Price pulls right under. 10 minute here again, kind of disappeared. The buy signal there is no longer there. Yeah, definitely, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie said the sessions indicator changed the game. We've been avoiding so many losses since. Yeah, no, that's really the key thing, Maddie. You know, a lot of people don't, I don't know anyone else that has a sessions indicator. That's the whole reason why I created it. So we avoided a lot of possible losses here because the sessions here is a real, it's a key indicator because it shows you where manipulation is likely to happen. You can see how price pushed up right here. This would have been a good entry. So if you replay this to this candle right here, you can see from this point right here, if you don't have the sessions, this looks like a good entry, right? Looks like a perfect buy entry, right? Price is rejecting off the pivots, it's pushing up. You have this consolidation right here, price pushes above. But the thing is, we know not to take this trade here because we have our sessions right there. And this is where market gets manipulated. So with that said, we would have avoided that. And we would have avoided getting caught in this fake out right here, reversal. So sessions are key. Yeah, Maddie said someone could have blown their account if they didn't have that. So great job on creating it. Yeah, no, definitely, Maddie. Everything I create is for a reason, right? I see a lot of other groups out there that create like a ton of indicators. They have like 20 or 40 indicators, but like nobody knows how to use any of them. They're all kind of useless. Everything that we use here with the indicators that I have, they have function behind them. Like I created them for a reason. They're not just to have like a million indicators. It's really to have them for a specific reason. See, Patrick said 1 minute snipe. Sessions was just barely below the wick, so he took it. Nice, Patrick. So it looks like he probably locked in profit off that. Here we go. Price is back to opening. Not really too much going here. As you can see from the entire day, there hasn't been very much direction, right? Price kind of pushed up, faked out, came back down, faked out again, faked out, faked out. Now it's been going sideways. So if you look over here on the clean chart, you can see that the range that I drew from earlier this morning, it's still going on. It's just a big range with no entries in between. So, all right, guys, it's 7:50 right now, so it's getting close to 8. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. You know, just keep in mind that today's Tuesday. We have a whole week ahead of us still, so you don't have to force any trades. It looks like majority, if not everybody, made profit today already. So, you know, if you made profit today during the live, don't force any trades, right? I'm already up. So let's see, I'm up like, I'm just going to take an average of all my accounts. So I made 1,210 plus 1,910. We're going to divide that by 2, multiply that by 6 or 5, 6, I guess. I'm up 9,360 for the day across all my accounts. Not a big deal, right? For me to have to force another trade. So when you start to stack your accounts, guys, this is what it looks like, right? When you have enough profit. So 1-2 trades is fine. You know, the real key here is consistency, avoiding these losses. You know, only taking high probability trades. It's the key thing. trades here are not high probable right now. There's so many sessions around the area. It's no good trade to take. If price does continue to drop below here, this is what you could be looking for. So now that price is slightly below this point. Actually, I don't know if this would be a good entry for us because it's close to the Asia high right here. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the same pattern, you know, drop below, retrace, continue. And make entry at some point, like right there. But yeah, there's just no entry for us to take right now at the moment. All right, Maddie, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's 7:51 right now. It's about 9 minutes till 8. Let's see if there's anything else for us to take here. So guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Just a reminder, I'm having a one-on-one mentoring session with David today at 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you guys want to sit in on that, you guys are more than welcome to sit in on it and listen. He'll be asking me questions directly, so we're not going to have an open chat. But if you guys want to sit in and see what David has to ask, you know, feel free. I'm pretty sure he has probably the same questions a lot of you guys have, so it's going to be beneficial for everyone to just listen in and, you know, maybe get your thought process going with the questions that you might possibly have. And if you guys want to set up a mentoring session with me, just let me know. I typically don't do mentoring sessions, but I'm just in the giving mood right now, so I'm doing it completely free. I mean, it doesn't matter if you guys are part of K2 or part or not. You know, if you have a mentoring session with me, I can help you with whatever strategy you like. I can show you what indicators you can probably use to improve your strategy. Because I pretty much covered all corners, right? So if you guys are not familiar with the signals here, or the indicators, these vertical lines are momentum. So for example, if you're trading patterns like double tops and double bottoms, and you don't know when to actually take, you know, the entry, then this will help you, because this will show you where momentum is going. So like, say for example, you identify this as a double top, right? But you don't know when to make your entry. When you get the sell signal right there, that's where you'd make your entry. Right, stop loss right there, 150 pips, full TP. I mean, I have an indicator for everything. So like, I mean, it depends on like what you guys are looking for, like anything specific. Like for example, if you guys are trying to trade patterns, let me go to a clean chart. So say for example, you guys like to trade patterns, right? But you guys have trouble identifying tops and bottoms. What you can do here is you can use the K2SR V2 indicator, and you can see how the indicator here plots pretty much, you know, everything for you. So what you could do here is you can just draw a rectangle over it, turn this off, and if you're looking for, you know, double bottoms, you already have your double bottom right there. Like all the work's done for you. Take your buy position right there. You go for 180 pips or whatnot, whatever you're looking for. Let the trade run. And there you go, full TP. So if you guys like to trade patterns, I have, you know, indicators that automatically plots support and resistance for you. If you like trading, you know, high lows and stuff, you have the high low indicator here. You have something like this, like the reversal pattern that I just showed you guys right now that Madhu is applying. I have something for everything. So if you guys want to set up a session with me, let me know. I don't know how long this will last for. You know, it just depends on when I get busy, because I'm still revamping the course. So once I get into production for videos of the new course, I'm probably not going to have time for any more mentoring sessions, but we'll still be doing the group ones. All right, so here we go. As price pushes back up, it's 7:55 right now. It's getting really close to 8, so I don't think we're going to have any entries at this point. But yeah, let me see if there's anything else here that I need to follow. And just a reminder, guys, if you guys didn't watch the mentoring session from yesterday, I think it's really key that you guys watch it. So if you guys want to have access to it, just go to the website, kodikaitrades.com, click on get access to the Kodi Kai Trades live trading sessions on YouTube. Click on that. It'll take you to the YouTube channel. Once you go here, just go to videos, actually go to live. And this is all in, it's all in correlated dates. So like, for example, everything here is most recent, and this is going to be later. So if you want to see the mentoring session from yesterday, just click on this right here. And then this will show you the mentoring session from yesterday. On this video over here, we covered pretty much all of the high level momentum pivot scalps. Went over a ton of examples here. And different pitfalls that you can use to avoid. Let me check the charts real quick, see if there's anything else still running. 10-minute here is still technically running. 5-minute over here already hit full TP. 3-minute here is nothing on this chart. 1 minute, there's nothing for us to take at the moment. And the clean chart right here shows that you're still in the range. So price faked out right there, went into the range, faked out. Basically a double fake out right here. Double fake out, double bottom, and then price bounce right back up. So, all right, guys, I think that's it for today. I don't have anything else for me to look at. Some more profits over here from Patrick. So Patrick posted up his profits. He's currently at 5,282 for the day. So great work right there, Patrick. It's about 3 minutes till 8. You know, I'm not going to find any entries from now until then. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to message me on Telegram or email me at sean@kodikaitrades.com. Again, if you guys are new here and you guys want access to the indicators, just go to our website, kodikaitrades.com, click on unlock your free access. You'll have links to everything there, and it'll show you where to get access to all the extra stuff if you guys want it. If you just want access to the live sessions, click on this right here. It'll take you to the YouTube channel. And just a reminder, today we're having another mentoring session one-on-one with David at 2 o'clock today. So I'm going to be gone for about like 6 hours. I'll be back right after. We'll sit down for the session, and then we will cover whatever questions he needs help with. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up for the day. It's about 2 minutes till 8. There's nothing for me to look at. It's right in between the sessions and the opening price. So I can't take any buys here in the next 2 minutes. Price is going to be stuck right here. I also can't take any sells because we have the opening price right here. So if you guys don't have to trade, I would recommend just sitting out the market until tomorrow. I just, you know, remind yourself that today is Tuesday. You have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to take more trades. But we have a pretty good week so far. We're net positive for Forex trades, net positive for US30 trades. Still no losses on US30. So we're doing pretty good so far for this week. So, all right, guys, other than that, I will see you guys later on today. If you guys are on the mentoring session, if you guys can't make that, the replay will be available on YouTube. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next live session as you run it back. And